So I have a 3300 beat stick, I have a banish, I have another 2500 beat stick, and I have a burn. Welcome back, fellow duelists, to the channel. I hope you are dealt a great hand today. My name is Revan. Welcome back to some more Master Duel replays. Now, I'm only going to be showing one for this video, and we're going to break this whole thing down. This was my best, by far, my best comeback I have ever seen. Was it really a comeback? Yes, it probably was. If you guys want to duel me or have a chance to duel me, the Discord link for my personal Discord, where all duelists are welcome, will be in the description of this video and all videos following after. And also my ID is on the screen, so feel free to follow me, you know what I'm saying? This duel is going to be a Utopia versus branded deck. My opponent was in fact playing a Utopia deck, and I was playing my branded deck. This was a phenomenal duel in my opinion, and of course at the end neither one of us surrendered. We took our lumps. We sat there and we were just like, you know what, I'm so down, let's get it. So my opponent is deciding to go first, and my hand is not the greatest, but also not the worst. They are on 40 cards, 15 extra. I am running on 40 cards, 12 extra, because I don't have the full material to do the things I want to do. They start with both special summoning their ZS Sages to go into Utopia double. And now with that, you know how Utopias work. They're going to be getting rank up, and they are going to be Xyz summoning through till tomorrow. Now, pay attention to that double or nothing they just added to their hand, right? Like, they have double or nothing. So I expected, okay, let's see the Utopia, maybe pass, and then if I can do nothing, then you're just going to quickly double or nothing me. But then they straight Rhoda to pick up their Astraltopia. And then do they? Yep, they activate Astraltopia's effect. Special summon, so they did send double or nothing to the graveyard. That becomes apparent later on. But then they get their Xyz Change Tactics, which means every time they Xyz summon, they get to pay 500 life points and draw a card. That is not a once per turn, ladies and gentlemen. They can keep going. Now they reveal their Max C to get their rank up Magic Zexal, I believe due to the Zexal construction, so their Max C is back in their deck. They have Ultimate Draconic Utopia Ray, revealing a card, and then they Xyz again. They Xyz summoned again, so here's drawing another card. They get hyper rank up magic. They're gonna Xyz one more time. Going to Utopia Dragonair. Effective Xyz Change Tactics yet again. And now they decide to activate Utopia Dragonair, which is detach 2 materials from this card, special summon a number monster from the extra deck, and here comes the boy Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. Activating hyper rank up magic in the grave, Xyz Change Tactics again, because that technically was an Xyz summon. Get to draw another card. They get that back to attach this material. They activate the effect to detach it and equip. Then they activate Tornado Bringer, attach it, banish Zexal Magic Zexal Force. Get another card. Now, again, I'm trying to cover Utopia as best as I can, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not know what they do. The second I'm reading a card, they Xyz away into another one. I'm like, okay, I gotta read again, which is a little annoying, but this is what they decided to end on. They have one set trap, 2 Utopia monsters with 2 equips, 1 on each, and Astraltopia. Let's read this thoroughly. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material. That does not matter because they do not have 1 material. Once per turn, while this card is equipped with a ZW monster card, which it is, you can target 1 effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, half its attack. So that's going to be detrimental to me. We have Astraltopia. If an Xyz monster is on the field, you can special summon this card. That's fine. You can send 1 other card from your hand or field to graveyard, add 1 Onomat, Zexal, or number spell and trap from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's only once per turn, so that does not matter on my turn, I don't think. This one would be the most annoying one to deal with. You can detach 2 materials from this card, special summon from your extra deck 1 number monster. That's what they did for Utopia, or Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change that attack of the opponent's monster to 0. Alright? But also, they have equips as well. You can target, equip it, it gains 300. While this card is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot target that monster with card effects. So, that's fun. So, I can't target this card. So, I can't destroy this, I believe. Or this. So, I can't destroy the back row, and I can't target this. So, that's what I'm up against. Draw phase comes around, and I top deck of the Century Infinite Impermanence. You could probably figure out what I'm going to do. I decide to Infinite Impermanence this right here, negating its effects. So I don't have to worry about it negating my monster. Decide to fight for Patchwork to bait out any Ash Blossom or any Maxi that he might have that he wants to shotgun. So we decide to Fallen of Albaz to send Polly away for cost. So I'm like, okay, I don't want you to negate Branded Fusion. I would much rather have you negate my Fallen of Albaz. So that's exactly what they do. They activate Numbers Protection, negate, and destroy my Albaz. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's actually fine. Because I had Branded Fusion in hand. I send Tragedy and Fallen of Albaz to the graveyard to go into Lubellion. I decide to activate Tragedy Chainlink 1, activate Lubellion Chainlink 2, sending my Edge and Chain, which means I can get a Fright for Patchwork from my deck to hand. Fusion them away into my Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. We love that. We grab Ad Libitum with Tragedy, Edge and Chain to get another Fright for Patchwork. I can't activate it, so I only run 2 Polymerization, so that's kind of useless. I activate Mirror Jade, sending Albion and banishing his ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, because I can. I set Fright for Patchwork and Called By just for a bluff for Patchwork. Still have Poly in hand, and I decide to end my turn because I'm not going to attack because they would just, I believe, set it to 0, and that's probably permanent, so I don't want that. Activate Albion, we go for Branded Banishment. I'll tell you why I did that instead of in red momentarily. And here I thought this was a misplay, but this actually turned out to save me in the end. So they decide to activate Astrotopia's effect, which is sending 1 other card from your hand or field to the graveyard and add 1 card. I'm like, that's fine, but I'm going to go ahead and Branded Banishment because I can just get that and then fusion away your Utopia Dragonair. Now it's funny because it said, while this card is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot target that monster with card effects. But nothing on this card says target aside from 1 despia monster. Fusion summon your graveyard, special summon, then you can apply the effect. Fusion summon 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from either field. Nowhere on this card does it say for me to target that monster. So basically the ZW Tornado Bringer did nothing to assist you there. So I decided to fusion summon all these 3 away into Despian Proskenion. So they get their Zexal Entrust. I then choose to activate Tragedy because it was banished. And I activate Proskenion to just grab a Utopia monster from the graveyard and special summon it. Just so I have another monster to protect myself just in case they wanted to go off. We grab the Eluber from Tragedy's effect. And here we go with Utopia again. Here's where I thought that they had double or nothing. I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, oh god. Oh god, they're going to double or nothing me. But that wasn't the case at all. Going to activate Utopia to grab Pegasus Saber, then change tactics to draw another card. We're going to Xyz away into Utopia Prime. This is where I got terrified, okay? This is where the play happened. They pay 500 life points, and then they pay the rest of their life points. Read this with me. If your opponent's life points is at least 3,000 higher than yours, which it was, you can detach 3 materials from this card and pay LP so that you only have 10 life points left. Destroy as many special summon monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, banish them. Then he gets to inflict 300 damage to me for each monster banished. So I take 600. And then he goes into Utopia the Lightning, so I guess he's trying to find, he's searching for cards probably, because here comes Change Tactics at some point, but he's trying to make this as big as possible. And this is, I'm terrified. Like, if he manages to kill me here, that's game. He probably could if he had the right cards in hand. But I decided to call by the grave his Tornado Bringer because I know how annoying Tornado Bringer is going to be for me. My hand says, I want you to get rid of this one. Thank you. Then that doesn't happen, but he still has gas. He still has gas. He's still going into Utopic Sage. Oh god, what are you doing? He gets a special summon 1 ZW or ZS monster. He's going rank up magic. I'm like, there's no shot you have 7,400 on board. There's no shot you do. This is a little annoying. So he's equipping it. He gets 6,500, but he's not done. He is not done. When I saw this, I'm like, oh god, what are you attacking? Or what's your effect? But it was fine. It was fine. We're good. We're so good. We are so good. So it's turn 4. I'm on 900. He's on 10 with a 6,500 beater. Draw phase. Max. Sheesh. This is where I was so happy to see a monster. If I remember correctly, I don't know what else I would be able to go into. I mean, Despia and a Dark, so I could go into Masquerade, and then Masquerade Mirror Jade, and then probably Mirror Jade Banish, because there was nothing red on here that would be able to prevent it from being targeted, I believe. Yeah, no, that's fine. So I would be able to banish and then Masquerade attack over, and then he couldn't activate anything. If he was going to activate anything, Mask would have burned him. So I think I probably had game for that. Oh wait, actually, I'm overthinking it. Banish, I can still attack. Yeah, I would have been fine. But you know what I do? I decide to Aluba the Boober. And, oh, actually, no. I read that wrong. And negate a monster effect activate on your opponent's field. I baited that out. Because the Masquerade. Oh my god, that wouldn't have. Would it have worked? I don't know. Either way, we go into the big boy play. Guardian Chimera. Guarding ad libitum effect to reborn my Mirror Jade. Chainlink 2. Guardian Chimera. Let me draw 3. Draw 2, pop 1, please. And then they protected it with Utopic Sage. I didn't realize he had a protected grave. That doesn't matter here, boys. And we have Branded Fusion off the top. So I'm getting my Albion, boy. I'm getting a full board here. This man is dead. I wanted to do this to guarantee that he would die. So I have a 3300 beat stick. I have a banish. I have another 2500 beat stick. And I have a burn. So he can't activate anything. Because if he does, he dies. He dies regardless. I wanted to make sure of this. So discard Lubellion. Get rid of you. Get out of here. Battle phase comes around. Attack with the big boy. And this is death by Mirror Jade. Let's go, baby. That was one of the best duels I have had in a long time, especially in ranked. Thank you to my opponent. GG's to my opponent. You gave me a run for my money because this is actually the first time I have ever beaten a Utopia deck. What do you think of that, guys? Do you think I played well? Do you think I played poorly? Let me know down in the comment section down below and see if I could, make that any better. That, to me, I piloted that deck the best I could, especially seeing those 10 life points. I'm like, that's pretty bold of you, Chief. Which I respect. I respect the fact that you wanted to be so bold that way. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Always respect your fellow duelists and have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.